Hey fasters, time for another video. Intermittent fasting is not a new term. Humans have been doing this for well over a millennium. Our body undergoes intermittent fasting during our sleep every night. With the evolution of lifestyle, intermittent fasting has evolved too. This evolution has started to give rise to many misconceptions surrounding this dietary pattern. For instance, you can lose weight in a week. Intermittent fasting is your cure for cancer. You can shed pounds without doing exercise. If intermittent fasting benefits impress you and you want to start a journey, it is crucial to know which myths are true and which are not. In today's video, to help you get on the right track on intermittent fasting, I will bust 11 widespread intermittent fasting myths. Before we get started, welcome to All About Fasting. My name is Christian and I've been practicing intermittent fasting for 4 years now. In this channel, I feature intermittent fasting and natural weight loss content so you can live the best life possible. If that sounds exciting to you, tap the subscribe button so you won't miss my weekly videos. I'd love to have you part of our community. Intermittent fasting myth number 1. Skipping breakfast makes you fat. Breakfast is highly considered an essential part of the day. Nutritional guidelines claim that regularly taking breakfast helps you lose weight, maintain your metabolism, and keep you at bay from gaining weight. Whereas skipping breakfast is the door to obesity and unnecessary weight gain. People usually believe that not having anything in the morning will make you hungry later in the day. But that's not true. Breakfast does not jumpstart your metabolism, and not having it will not make you gain weight. Breakfast may be beneficial for some people, but it doesn't have adverse effect on others. 25% of Americans regularly skip breakfast. Intermittent fasting myth number 2. Fasting puts your body in starvation mode. One common argument about intermittent fasting is that it puts your body into starvation, which slows down your metabolism and prevents your body from burning fat. However, the reality is very different. Fasting actually increases the norepinephrine levels in your body drastically. Norepinephrine is the metabolism booster hormone. As a result of its increase, your body's process of digesting, burning fat, and forming new cells shoots up. The hormone also instructs your brown cells to burn fat rapidly. Do you know that fasting for 48 hours increases your metabolism by 3.6 to 14%? However, if you fast longer than this, the effects may be reversed, causing a decrease in your metabolic rate. Intermittent fasting myth number 3. Frequent meals can boost your metabolism. Contrary to popular belief, having small meals with regular intervals doesn't trigger your metabolism. Your body utilizes 10% of daily caloric intake to digest the calories you consume daily. This process is known as the thermic effect of food, or TEF. So, if you consume 6 meals having 500 calories each, which is equivalent to taking 3 meals of 1,000 calories, then according to 10% TEF, you will burn approximately 300 calories in both of these cases. Then how can you believe that having small frequent meals will boost your metabolism and help in losing weight? Intermittent fasting myth number 4. Frequent meals helps you fight hunger. This is a bit surprising, but frequent meals does not curb hunger for all. Having regular meals with snacking in between may not regulate the body's autophagy, the process of cleaning out damaged cells and the formation of new cells, which can put your body at the risk of cell disorders. However, short-term fasting stimulates the cell repair process, protecting you against aging and other neurodegenerative diseases. Research comparing 3 high-protein meals with 6 high-protein meals per day showed that people consuming 3 meals help reduce more hunger than the 6 meals. But the response usually depends on the individual. If frequent meals curb your appetite, that's probably a good idea for you but not for others. There's no clear evidence in support of this myth. Intermittent fasting myth number 5. Eating protein every 3 hours helps in muscle gain. Although people believe the more protein you eat, the more muscle gains you achieve, but this is not entirely true. Database from the National Institute of Health suggests that eating multiple protein doses does not affect muscle growth. Instead, it is the overall protein consumption that plays a vital role in muscle gain. Comment below the number of meals you were having a day before watching this video. No cheating, please. You can add weight training to your intermittent fasting regimen and consume adequate calories before exercising to support your muscle growth. Your body can consume more than 30 grams of protein from your daily meals, So don't stress yourself by consuming protein every other hour. Before we continue, I have a small request. Videos on this channel take considerable time to make because I want to create the best content for you and other viewers. If you can tap the like button, that really helps out. And if you want to see more intermittent fasting and natural weight loss content, hit the subscribe button so you won't miss our weekly videos. Intermittent fasting myth number 6. Intermittent fasting leads you to muscle loss. If you think so, you're not entirely wrong because muscle loss does occur with other dieting plans. It is natural to think the same for intermittent fasting, but the good news is that it is not valid for IF. The rumor says that your body utilizes muscle mass when it is starving. However, studies show that intermittent fasting is better at maintaining your muscle than any other diet. An evidence from one study comparing the restricted calorie count with intermittent fasting suggests that both IF and restricted calorie count results in a similar amount of weight loss, but the muscle mass reduction is less in IF than restricted calorie count. Intermittent fasting myth number 7. Fasting triggers excessive hunger. Another widespread misconception about intermittent fasting is that long hours of fasting will cause extreme hunger pangs that can make you overeat and gain weight. Guess what? This is a big myth. The main idea of intermittent fasting is to create a caloric deficit through calculated calorie intake that can further increase metabolic rate, norepinephrine levels, human growth hormone, and decreased insulin levels, as a result of which will make you lose weight and not gain it. You might feel tempted initially, and it is okay to eat a little more in the non-fasting window at this stage, but it is just a matter of getting used to it. 2 to 4 weeks into IF, and your body will adapt to hunger pangs and start to feel less hungry and satisfied with less food intake. Intermittent fasting myth number 8. Fasting damages your brain. The fuel for your brain is glucose. For the longest time, it was thought that your brain needs a continuous supply of glucose to work optimally. In the case of intermittent fasting, your brain does not get this fuel every other hour, so people believe that intermittent fasting can damage your brain functioning. If you are also one of those who had doubts about IF effects on brain functioning, then this one is for you. Your body can utilize glucose for its energy from 2 sources during fasting: carbohydrates and ketones. In the absence of enough carbohydrate supply during the fasting state, your body moves to ketones for its energy supply, and so does the brain. Intermittent burning of ketones as an alternate option does not only help to keep your brain working, but also improves neuronal connections, and it helps to repulse neurodegenerative disorders. Intermittent fasting myth number 9. Dangerous drop in blood sugar levels. Our body is a glucose-making and glucose-storing machine. Not eating anything might lower your blood sugar to dangerous levels. Wait, before you go imagining all the adverse effects, let us explore how this is far from the truth. Intermittent fasting does not drop your sugar levels. Instead, it stabilizes them. Strategic intermittent fasting can do wonders for reversing type 2 diabetes, improving insulin resistance, and delays aging. Intermittent fasting myth number 10. Too hard. Okay, I get it. Nothing comes easy, right? Intermittent fasting can be challenging too. However, it isn't the most popular opinion. Most people will agree that intermittent fasting is a more effortless and manageable way of losing weight than following traditional diet plans. It's simple. You're either eating or not. It does not include any monotonous caloric intake routine. Additionally, intermittent fasting refrains you from spending energy and time cooking meals several times a day. Intermittent fasting myth number 11. Bad for your health. Rumor has it that fasting is harmful to your health. Not every rumor is believable, just like this one. Studies have shown that intermittent fasting has impressive health benefits. It alters the expression of genes for longevity and immunity, resulting in a prolonged lifespan. It also boosts brain health by increasing levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a hormone responsible for protecting against depression and mental ailments. Finally, it also improves insulin sensitivity and reduces inflammation and oxidative stress. Fasting really does wonders for your body and brain. I highly suggest you stick with intermittent fasting because the results are significant and the effort you put in is small. While you're on it, make sure you're following the right directions. Do not be afraid to bust myths to achieve your healthier version. Which myth do you think is hard to believe and is not true? Is it the difficulty to stay on track, or the number of benefits of intermittent fasting? I'd love to hear your views in the comment section. To further supplement your knowledge on intermittent fasting, you can watch my video on the top 9 intermittent fasting mistakes. Yep, that video on the right.